So you guys mentioned last night that you updated my website and that the issue with the security has been fixed. I did not see that as being the case. So for the sake of further discussions and less confusion, I'm going to go ahead and create a video here and kind of explain to you what I'm expecting and make sure that A, what I'm expecting is accurate, and B, that it is failing based on what I'm expecting. So my theory is if a user comes into the system, let's go to configuration and make sure that I have the settings set up correctly. Well, gee, I don't see the plugin here. So you said you updated it, but if it's not updated, it's not going to be here. So let's go down to plugins. This is not what I was expecting. Let's open that tab and go see what is the deal. So it's deactivated, which would indicate why I wasn't getting it. So I'm gonna go ahead and activate it. I'm not sure if you guys updated or not. I don't remember what the version number was, but these all look the same, so I'm thinking you didn't. But let's just take a look. Let's see if it stays active. Yeah, okay, so it's activated. So we'll come over to PeepSo. Let's go down to configuration. If this works, great. If it doesn't, then we'll see. So, okay, I've got everything set here. As you can see, all I have is set is 40%. So I don't want anybody to be able to be seen or be able to use the system unless they're greater than 40%. And that means that if a valid active user is in the system and there is a user in the system, such as some of these people down here, that has not completed their account to the 40% level, the active users will not be able to see those members in the community. And for the sake of visual ease, everybody that has an avatar does have their account up to 40% at least. Everybody that does not have an avatar, their accounts are not at 40%. And the biggest reason for this is when somebody comes in and orders product through WooCommerce, they're going to be created an account, and their account is going to not be 40% complete when it gets initially created. So I don't want every person that orders something to automatically show up in the community because they haven't agreed to that, and that could be a violation of their privacy, and that goes against our policy and could put us including Ford, into a pretty sticky situation. So we have to have it so that they can't be seen until they actually go in and update their account past the 40% mark. Okay, so now that we've got that out of the way, now that we have the configuration set the way we expect it to be, we're just going to work right now with this simple setting, which is 40%. Requires 40% to show up in a list. That's what it says right here. Will not show up any PeepSo listing unless they're at 40%. So I haven't even tested all the other ones yet, but this is the one that we're going to start with because it's the most visible to see. So now we have a user that's already in the system. I gave you guys access to him. It's Joe Dirt. He's just a test user. So let's go check that out. All right, this is just a door page for now until this goes public. So Joe user should only be able to see 3 other people. And those 3 other people have an account set to 40% or greater. But as you can tell, when Joe user logs in, he sees everybody. So I'm confused as to what you guys did. I'm confused as if you guys actually made any updates, because the version numbers look the same. And I'm confused why this isn't working yet. So this is one area where the only thing Joe users should be able to see are these 4 users with avatars. Everybody else should be hidden. And that goes all the way throughout the whole system. So if I go to the activity feed and the newest members list gets pulled up, Joe should not see all of these other 6 people in the list. They should only see the 2 that are the newest members. So it's really confusing as to why this isn't working, especially since I got an email from you last night saying that it is. Hopefully this will clarify some things. It will, understand what it is that we're trying to do, and you can even let us know if it's even possible to do what we're trying to do. I assume that based on what this says, based on what you've written here, that our expectations are correct and we should not see these people. So if you could please help me out with that, that would be absolutely awesome. This site is for Ford Motor Company and will be going to live testing in a couple of days. So it's extremely important that we get the directors out of here so that the focus group members don't have access to their profiles. So if you can get this done for us pretty quickly, that we would be really, really greatly appreciated. Thank you for your time. I hope this helps.